Welcome, my name is Barney Reese. I am the author of How Blessed You Are in God's Promises, to learn more about the concepts of the universe. How do you know when the creator of all that is and all that ever will be is helping you? And I'm going to give you two examples of this, some things that I've been teaching you about the law of attraction, which is like attracts like. But let's say that you're struggling. I'll give you an example. When I was 22, I owned a gun shop, and I got to where I could have barely pay my bills. And I made one phone call to go work at the position that I have now. Now, another fellow was leaving the military, didn't know what he was going to do, didn't know where he was going to work, and he saw something on PBS, Public Broadcasting, and he went to the unemployment office and went to work at the job he has now. The point I'm trying to get to, you never know how the universe is going to help you. Some of you want to be millionaires, but you're not willing to take the steps. A millionaire is different than me and you for one thing. They get up an hour earlier than we do. They go to sleep an hour later than most of us do. They work out most of the time. They find some kind of workout. They're always studying something. When they're in their car, they're usually reading a book or listening to an audio book. They're constantly reading and learning. They're looking at ways to make money. They're always trying to invest money, either in real estate, stocks, bonds, something that makes them more money, or even crypto, depending on the individual. They're always looking at ways to open a business or find a business that's already afloat. These are the successful people in the world. They're not looking at buying fancy clothes or cars or homes. They're looking at trying to make money or a way to make money. Some just have a piece of paper and they read it every single day. Sometimes in the morning they just ponder what they're going to do. Some daydream or dream or visualize or imagine what they're going to become 5 to 10 minutes a day. The thing that I'm trying to get to you, you make this a habit. In time, the questions that you ask the cosmos of this universe, you will start getting answers that you cannot even comprehend that they came from you. Your first thought is usually your best thought. Some of you will read a book and it will give you an idea. Why do you think billionaires read books? For one other reason, on skills, because that skill can make them $1 million or more. Now, when people start learning this stuff, they say, well, this stuff doesn't work. I'm here to tell you it does. The more you focus on what you can do in life, the more you're going to do. Right now, politicians are everywhere and doing everything. But in reality, they're not doing everything. They're not becoming everything. So when you start to learn to do this, you become the best version of you. Nobody can be better than you. Remember that. Nobody. The reason that people struggle all the time is they start listening to naysayers. And a naysayer, a good definition would be anybody that stands in your way of what you're trying to do or accomplish in your life. It could be your own parent. It could be the love of your life. It could be anybody. But if they're standing in the way of your dream or your goals, then they're naysayers. You must learn to get what they call a deaf ear. Only hear the things that matter to you, and the rest let it go in one ear and out the other. When you do this, you're becoming the best version of you because you're not listening to fools and naysayers. And you can't accomplish something until you make it a focus, a habit, concentration, visualization, meditation, prayer, whatever it is, a goal that you must achieve no matter what. Now, these people didn't get this way by sitting on their butt. They got this way by constantly working. But like I tell you, I believe in the snowball effect. The snowball effect is simple. Over time, through lots of effort, you're going to get better and better and better and better at one thing. You're the snowball. You're going to pick up skills. You're going to learn things. You're going to learn this. Think of this as you was taking karate for the first time. You walk in as a white belt. One day you're a yellow belt. One day you're a purple belt. One day you're a green belt. One day you're a red belt. One day you're a brown belt. One day you're a black belt. As you learn more and more, depending on how much you train, how often you train, and how often you go. That's how quickly you succeed. Life is the same way. If you wanted to take an engine apart, you wouldn't go one day and say, I'm going to take this engine apart. You would go every day until that engine was apart. It may take you a week, it may take you a month, it may take you a year, but the longer you do it and the more often you do it, the better you're going to get at it. These are the things you must understand. You are your worst enemy. There is none worse than you. You're the one who procrastinates. I always use this example. I'm going to eat popcorn or Cheetos and watch Being a Millionaire on TV every day until I become a millionaire. You will never become a millionaire that way. Now, if you're reading a book on millionaire skills and you start to learn maybe real estate, you become a real estate broker or a real estate agent, or maybe you open a business that you've been studying on, or you have an idea and you push it on the internet. These are ways that you might become a millionaire. You're not going to become a millionaire working a normal job. You've only got so many hours in a day, and you got to learn how to make money while you sleep. And sometimes you want to make a lot of money so you don't have to sell a lot in sales. Sales is one of the most powerful things, but people make the mistake and they get something that sells for $1 and they sell 100 widgets and they make $100 a day. But what if you got something that made you $1,000 and you sold 10 of those a day? You see the difference? Or just one? That would be 10 times what you would make selling the $100 widgets. Now, as you make money in the sleep, this is when you make a course, when you sell a book, when you do something that's going to make you money while you sleep. Somebody buys something that you're doing. Maybe you have a program that you're doing. Maybe you're doing a marketing campaign. Maybe you're learning some of your skills that you're doing and you made them into marketing. That's kind of what Grant Cardone does. He shows you some of the things that he has done to get to where he's at in his life. And he's got good at it because it's all he does is study how to do this. Is it impossible? No, he learned something. I will never make money if I try to make money working for a regular job. So he learned to sell. He learned to meet people who had money to get more money. You can use money for leverage. Some people are not good at one thing. A good example of that is Steve Jobs. He had Wozniak, which helped him to make the Apple computer, but he was a great salesperson and Wozniak was not. These are things you must understand. Sometimes your goals and your dreams may align with somebody else. The universe is always helping you in so many ways. I always tell people, look at books, TV, movie, magazines, things of that nature, or just a thought that comes in your head, because this is the universe helping you. You're your own universe, but the cosmos, the creator of all that is and all that will be, is always helping you. For those who believe that you can do everything on your own, you will manifest your life, but you still have to get the energy, you still have to get the desire, and you still have to reach things that you can't understand or comprehend. And you're connected to everything. That means everything in this universe, you're already connected to it, to every person. That's why you can close your eyes and believe that they're going to show up, and these people will magically show up into your life. The biggest problem people have is they get stuck on what the world tells them they can do. And Yeshua, or Jesus, was the greatest one that said, he says, those who live in the world will die in the world. In other words, if you believe that you can do it, you can already do it. Everything already exists. We just never knew this. This is science. This is quantum physics. Now, when you understand that everything already exists, what are you doing? You are manifesting what already exists in some form, in some fashion. Maybe another doppelganger has what you have, or other ways of doing this, depending on what you're studying exactly. But as you do this, you learn things. And as you look at your life, you're going to learn patterns that you never noticed before because you weren't looking for those patterns. When you start realizing that the universe is always helping you in every form, and I always tell you, health, wealth, love life, romance, and happiness. Learn to say that. If you're using abundance, I live abundantly in all those areas of your life. No price is too much for anything I have. And abundantly could be having a trip whenever you want to, having money in your bank at all times, never running out of money, always being able to buy anything you want, whether it be high or low, no matter what. This could be living in abundance. Don't think of paper. Think of what abundance would be if you lived in abundance, and start living that way, feeling that way, and doing those things. Because when you start doing everything that you want to do in your life, you become the best version of you. When you become the best version of you, this is what will gyrate into your life. I'm a firm believer of that. As always, love thyself, for you truly are well loved. Thank you, and goodbye.